there was a loud roaring noise. The local people around heard it, and then there was a massive crash and a fireball. Few people who were working around here came rushing to the scene, where they found absolute turmoil, absolute wreck.
Türkiye'nin 9. Başbakanı merhum Adnan Menderes'in Londra yakınlarında geçirdiği ve sağ kurtulduğu uçak kazasının üzerinden tam 63 yıl geçti. Menderes, Kıbrıs müzakereleri için geldiği İngiltere'de şu an bulunduğumuz mevkide meydana gelen uçak kazasından sağ kurtulmuştu. Aralarında Anadolu Ajansı Genel Müdürü Şerif Arzık ve bakanların da bulunduğu 14 kişi hayatını kaybetmiş, 7 kişi ise yaralanmıştı.
People were scrabbling to try and get out of the aircraft, and local people, local farmers, tried to get the people out of the aircraft. It was appalling. The main people came from a farm which lies over there called Ivy House Farm, and Mr. and Mrs. Bailey. They came and they found Adnan Menderes. They found him struggling through the woods. And if you look across here, this is the sort of terrain that there would have been, the woodland. And they took him into their home. They gave him a very large glass of brandy. The emergency services were called, and he was taken to Red Hill Hospital. And there he was looked after, and he made an absolute remarkable recovery, a very quick recovery. And he came back to the house, to Ivy House Farm. A few days later, it was in all the press, it was big news, and he invited Mr. and Mrs. Bailey for a nice holiday in Turkey. And this they really enjoyed. Now, years have passed, 60 years have now passed, and but Mrs. Bailey is still with us. She's in her 90s, she's very frail. She would love to have met you, because I spoke to her on the phone yesterday, but she is really not very, very well. But she remembers the day like it was yesterday. When he was coming over here was for talks with the Prime Minister, Harold Macmillan, to talk about the problems in Cyprus. The plane was originally going to go to Heathrow, and it was diverted to Gatwick because Heathrow was covered in fog. Apparently, as he approached Gatwick, the weather was very bad, visibility was bad, he lost height and hit the woods. The Greek plane landed less than an hour later, and the pilot said visibility was fine, over a mile now. Is there a conspiracy here? Who knows? But we all like to have conspiracies now, I know, but I guess it was probably a dreadful accident, and quite a few people lost their lives on that night. How can you tell just by looking at a picture? But I just think I think he must have had a certain charm, and of course he paved the way for a new political wave in Turkey. This cottage here. I think so. I don't know of any other.